And we're back here at the ENDERUN College's gym as we now enter the Final Four stage of the PINOYLIGA Collegiate Cup Season 3. Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Coach Chris King de la Cruz nagdadala po sa inyo ng aksyon ng Final Four ng PINOYLIGA Collegiate Cup Season 3 and our Game 4 this morning. The first game, it's between the Our Lady of Fatima Phoenix against the LaSalle Green Archers, who are searching for their first PINOYLIGA Collegiate Cup championship. As we see here, a good-sized crowd, mainly of our Lady of Fatima Phoenix. Marami po tayong mga kaibigan na mga taga Our Lady of Fatima Phoenix trooping the ENDERUN College's gym today, as they will witness their team battling the reigning UAAP champions, the LaSalle Green Archers. And let's turn it over to our venue announcer, Alvin Tanyada, for the player call-ups and the starting five.
Magandang araw mga kaliga! Collegiate basketball fires up here inside the ENDERUN Gymnasium here in the city of Taguig. And live through our social media page, Pinoy Liga Cup, and YouTube channel Pinoy Liga TV, and broadcast over the Smart Sports Facebook page. We are unifying the nation one sport at a time. This is your Pinoy Liga Collegiate Cup Season 3 Knockout Semifinal Round, presented by Smart Sports. Our first game for today's doubleheader will feature the Battle of the Green and White, the Our Lady of Fatima Phoenix going up against the LaSalle Green Archers. The winner of this match will move on to the championship round. Let us now meet the protagonists. First, for the number 2 ranked squad in bracket edge, the Our Lady of Fatima Phoenix. Starting off with player number 0, Andre Romero. Player number 2, Ace Jamzon. Player number 4, Gab Gotera. Player number 5, Edward Labayan. Player number 9, Kobe Davis. Player number 11, Kevin Loyola. Player number 14, Mamadou Torre. Player number 19, Denzel Gomez. Player number 22, Andre Mendoza. Player number 26, Rodman Templanuevo. Player number 34, Choi Suelto. Player number 66, Jan Salazar. Player number 77, Charles Texon. And player number 91, Charles De La Cruz. And now let us meet the players for the number 1 ranked squad in bracket prime, the LaSalle Green Archers. Starting off with player number 0, Jacob Cortez. Player number 2, Boris Marasigan. Player number 6, Raven Cortez. Player number 7, Rocco Zamora. Player number 10, Jake Gaspay. Player number 13, Kian Baclaan. Player number 15, Santi Romero. Player number 22, Brian Wunkel. Player number 26, Matthew Rubico. Player number 31, Luis Pablo. Player number 32, E.J. Colliena. Player number 35, Kyle Perez. Player number 44, Jeet Banwit. And player number 64, Ethan Alian. May we now request everyone to please rise, and for those wearing caps to please remove your caps as we sing our Philippine national anthem.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas. Kayang mag-ibig, tegas na sinakanan, alam ng puso, sa titik mo'y buhay. Lupang pinirang, tuyag ka ng magiting, sa manlulupin, di ka pasisigil, sa nanalang tutok sa simoy at sa langit ng pagaw, ay hinanang tulakaw sa pagkayang minamahal. Ang isang ng matawad mo'y tagumpay na nagtitindig, ang ituloy na karoon niya kailan ang hindi magtitindig. Lumalang araw ng walhating pagsingka, buhay langit sa piling ko. Ang hindi kaya ng pagkay mga api, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Let us now meet the starters. First for the Our Lady of Fatima Phoenix. Point guard number 5, Edward Labayen. Shooting guard number 0, Andre Romero. Small forward number 11, Kevin Loyola. Power forward number 2, Ace Chamzon. And the man in the middle at center, number 14, Mamadou Torre. Coaching Our Lady of Fatima Phoenix is Ralph Emerson Rivera.
And the starters has been called by our venue announcer, Alvin Tanyada.
Green
Coach Ralph
Archers.
Rivera of Our Lady of
Point guard
Fatima
number
Phoenix
13,
going with
Kian
Edward
Baclan.
Labayen,
Shooting
Andre
guard number
Romero,
0,
Romano
Jacob
Ture, the man in the
Cortez.
middle,
Small
Kevin
forward
Loyola
number 2,
and Ace
Boris
Yamson,
Marasigan.
while
Power
Coach
forward
Oliver
number 31,
Bunye together with
Luis
Coach
Pablo.
Tobex Robinson
And the man in the middle,
going
at center,
with
number 22,
Jacob Cortez,
Bright Nuwangko.
Kian Baclan, Bright
Coaching the Green
Juanco,
Archers
Boris
is
Malasigan,
Oliver
and
Bunye. The referees for this matchup,
Luis Pablo
Crew Chief Enan Alejo.
going
First
to be
umpire,
picked.
Paolo Cristobal. And second umpire, Jordan
A slot in the
Lebres.
finals is
This
at
game
stake
is under
here
the supervision of our Commissioner
between these
Wilson
two
and
teams.
technical head Ian Borbe and Pinoy Liga Cup founder,
Finals will
Mr.
happen on
Benny
Monday.
Benitez.
At the Moranto Stadium, and we also welcome now our partner, the one and only, the College Insider, Naveen Ganglani, at hand today. Naveen, good morning.
Coach Chris, good morning. Sorry I'm a little late, but I'm happy to be back here at Pinoy Liga. It's been a while and semifinals time.
Semifinals, nagbabagang aksyon. Jacob Cortez gives it to Boris Marasigan. No go on that mid-range jumper. Our Lady of Fatima Phoenix ngayon creating with Edward Labayen.
Very exciting game we have here, Coach Chris. Of course, the energy in the crowd right now, you can feel it. It's apparent. We have to give a huge shout out to the Our Lady of Fatima University community. I think about 150 people are here today here at ENDERUN colleges, most of them from OLFU, to support their team in the semis against an elite UAAP squad.
They even brought their drummers here to boost their players as they go for the slot on Monday for the finals of the Pinoy Liga Collegiate Cup, as there is a foul against Ace Tiamson. First personal for Ace Tiamson. First team foul for Our Lady of Fatima Phoenix.
Exactly, very exciting so far. Both teams not yet able to score in this game, as we see a turnover that time by LaSalle University. And there's a lot of energy right now, like I mentioned, in this arena. And OLFU can maybe use that energy to propel them to an early lead. And when you're facing a team like LaSalle with a Bright Nuanco, with a Jacob Cortez, with a Kian Baclan, Luis Pablo, you have to be able to get any advantage that you can.
Firepower, sinasabi mo na Vin, no? Yung firepower ng DLSU nang gagaling mismo doon sa court, sa players. But yung
Exactly.
firepower naman ng Fatima, magre-relay sila sa six-man nila with a crowd in attendance for today as we see.
Exactly. We also can't forget the fact that Our Lady of Fatima can get really hot from downtown in quick fashion. I remember in their first game, I believe that was against University of Perpetual Help. They were down nearly 20 points in the fourth quarter, came back and won that game in overtime as we see Jacob Cortez miss a three-pointer. So LaSalle has to be careful here. They cannot take this opposition for granted.
Speaking of Our Lady of Fatima Phoenix, Mamadou Tsure couldn't handle the rock. And balik tayo doon sa sinasabi mo kanina, no? Talagang they must protect the outside, this LaSalle squad dito sa Our Lady of Fatima Phoenix. The likes of Andre Romero, Kevin Loyola, pwedeng pumutok. Galing sa labas as DLSU protects the rock right now. Boris Marasigan starting the offense, cross-court pass to Cortez. Pablo working his way downstairs and he will get the 2 points.
First basket of the day, courtesy of Luis Pablo. Of course, celebrated his birthday just 2 days ago, so happy birthday to Luis.
Our Lady of Fatima now. Tiamson fakes. Gives it to Ture, but Pablo was there to butter it. Pablo, 3-on-3. Fast break. Cortez giving it to Baclan. Driving baseline. Kicks it out. Cortez. Outside shot. Yes!
Nice shot that time by Jacob Cortez, but of course, a beautiful pass from Kian Baclan. Baclan had 8 assists in DLSU's last victory in the quarterfinals. So another great dish that time, finding Jacob open in the corner. And when you can get that ball penetrating from the strong side all the way to the weak side, especially when the defense has already been bent towards where your attack is, it becomes much easier to get good scoring opportunities.
Potent backcourt combination for DLSU as Cortez and Baclan. I think Cortez will slide to number 2.
Also should give credit to Luis Pablo. That's on 2 steals early in this game. Good defensive activity so far from the incoming Green Archer.
Luis Pablo showing what he wears, what got him into Batang Gilas program. Basture gets the offensive rebound and a cleanup job to put OLFU on the board, 5-2, as the referees called a turnover against DLSU.
And like we mentioned, Coach Chris, this crowd energy is, despite the morning, despite the early game time, they are here, they are ready, they are eager to support their team against, like we mentioned, a tough opponent. But so far, you can feel that energy in the air, and I feel like that's really going to help this Our Lady of Fatima team.
Nakapag-produce na nga ng isang turnover yung 6-man ng Our Lady of Fatima. As Kian Baclan, Pablo providing the shield. Cross-court, Jacob Cortez. Pablo again working downstairs. Kicks it out. Boris Marasigan for 3. No good. Ace Tiamson collars the carom for Our Lady of Fatima. Quick pass inside to Ture. But he will be fouled and he will trip the line as Bright Nuanco fouling Ture on that move inside.
And you know, for Ture's size, he can move really well, attacking the rim running on fast breaks. And that time, good footwork, good patience to get Bright Nuanco up in the air to draw the foul and now go to the free throw line.
Mamadou Ture, one of the better, I may say, FSAs playing here in the Collegiate Cup of the PINOYLIGA, standing his ground against other foreign FSAs like Kenneth Uwumba.
And you don't often see an FSA look like they're taller than Bright Nuanco, but Ture has the size advantage against DLSU's FSA. And interestingly enough, LaSalle now putting Raven Cortez in the game as we see Baclaan get fouled. So will that floater of Cortez, that ability to score from mid-range, maybe pull Ture away from the rim and give guys like Baklaan the chance to do what he just did?
Nice adjustment here by the coaching staff of DLSU. Trying to draw Mamadou Ture out of the shaded lane. But Kian Baklaan, on the other hand, missing on that free throw attempt. 5 minutes, 53 seconds remaining here in our first game of the semifinals of the PINOYLIGA Collegiate Cup Season 3. Pinabati po natin mga kaibigan nating mga Lasaliano at mga kaibigan natin mga taga Our Lady of Fatima. Good sized crowd here, nearly 200 students and faculty members of Our Lady of Fatima trooping ENDERUN College's gym to witness this matchup for today. Baklaan misses 3 consecutive free throws. That could hurt.
Exactly. Not a good visit to the foul line that time for Kian Baklaan. Perhaps the crowd is doing its magic. We shall see as Ture gets open. And he's going to have that height advantage against Raven Cortez.
Good curl inside by Mamadou Ture against Raven Cortez to tie up this ball game to 5-all. Baklaan, tight defense inside, seeing Raven Cortez inside to make it 7-5, LaSalle University.
Beautiful, beautiful pass that time by Kian Baklaan. The look away to get the ball to the open cutter, Raven Cortez. And he does such a good job of manipulating the defense, this Kian Baklaan. And when he looks to find these teammates, that's when he's at his best.
Baklaan secures the board for De La Salle. 4 minutes, 57 seconds remaining. First quarter, Cortez. That's Raven Cortez against Asiam Son. Bit of a mismatch there. Cortez driving against a smaller Asiam Son, and he draws a foul.
And Cortez has been one of the most impressive players so far in this tournament, the whole PINOYLIGA Collegiate Cup. He has been scoring consistently, he's been rebounding well, and he's become such a solid player here for De La Salle University. Expect big things from him moving forward. He has 3 years of college eligibility left in the UAAP, and he's continuing to prove why he's one of the young premier big men in the country today.
Let's give props to the journey that Raven Cortez has tread in the last few years, getting injured a couple of times and now rising to be one of the top slot men of not only the UAAP but in the whole country.
He has a very nice touch around the rim, and right there we saw the free throws. Also, good touch from the free throw line, making both charities. He is an exciting player, Coach Chris.
Meanwhile, Luis Pablo has called for a handshake foul over Eager on defense. EJ Goliena replacing Jacob Cortez. 4 minutes, 37 seconds remaining here in the first. 9-5 is our score. DLSU up against Our Lady of Fatima. Yamson gives it to Charles De La Cruz, who cuts in the middle, but DLSU saving it to the wrong person, Mamadou Ture. And there was a foul. Probably will go to Boris Marasigan.
That's only going to be the 14th foul of the quarter for De La Salle University, which means no free throws yet for Ture. But every DLSU foul the rest of the quarter now will put the Phoenix at the free throw line.
14 seconds to shoot for Our Lady of Fatima. Ture gives it to Charles De La Cruz. Kevin Loyola lines it up for a 3. No good. Ture offensive rebound. Gives it to Asiam Son inside. Good recognition by Mamadou Ture on the open man Asiam Son to make it 9-7.
Really good activity so far from Ture in this game. Rebounding, making himself available in the paint, and that time finding the open man for the EC2.
Mamadou Ture will be the problem the coaching staff of DLSU must solve early in this ball game, as Kian Baklaan uses the glass to get a jumper to make it 11-7 DLSU, and a steal now for DLSU with hands. Goliena driving strong, and he will go all the way, but he misses. Fatima ngayon gumagawa. Tiamson gives it to Kevin Loyola. Charles De La Cruz goes downstairs. Ture Mid-range, no good. Pablo secures the rebound. Baklaan now calling the shots for DLSU.
And if you're Our Lady of Fatima, you cannot play DLSU space. Yes, you want to push the ball, you want to get quick shooting opportunities, but playing fast works to the advantage of LaSalle University right now. Our Lady of Fatima, their advantage is in the paint. They have the height advantage, they've been rebounding well. So if they can make LaSalle play their style, that would do good for them for the remainder of this game.
Ethan Alian checking in now for DLSU. You see here, in DLSU has been blessed in their lineup. Some Batang Gilas standouts, and that's more or less a good sign for them as they lead by 4. And quick play, EJ Goliana getting the quick basket to make it 13-7. 2 minutes 49 seconds remaining here in the first. Seems to be silence in the crowd.
And that's dangerous early for the Phoenix. They want this crowd to continuously be involved in this game. It's not exactly a home court advantage, but it feels that way because of the number of people here. But if LaSalle can quiet that crowd early, that might be dangerous.
3-pointer for OLFU, no good, but they secure the offensive rebound. Gomez gives it to Texon. Gives it back. No good on that try. That's Rodman Templon Nuevo. Cortez gives it to Goliana. Dumps it to Cortez. Gaspay cutting in the middle. No good. Scramble for the loose ball. Kobe Davis. No call. Charles De La Cruz recovers it for Fatima. Overcooks the pass to Denzel Gomez. Turnover. Bola babalik sa kamay ng DLSU Green Archers.
You know, I can only imagine, Coach Chris, if you're a player for the Phoenix right now, you're going up against De La Salle University. It's the semifinals. Your community has showed up to watch you play basketball. Hindi pwede masyadong atat. They have to be able to control and compose themselves as we see Jacob Cortez make one hell of a defensive play. That's a good attack that time by the Phoenix. But like I said, they have to settle down, play their game, be patient on offense, and not feel like they have to be in a rush to, shall we say, deliver a knockout blow right away.
And on cue, no? Yung sabi mo, pagka-atat, no? Charles Texon creating space but warding off Jacob Cortez in the process. Sabi mo nga, hindi dapat gigil. Nandito na kayo, settle down, play calmly. That's more or less the winning formula for the Our Lady of Fatima Phoenix as Jake Gaspay.
And what a superb sequence that time for Jacob Cortez. Getting the block to save the 2 points and then forcing the offensive foul from the other side.
Nice play inside by Jake Gaspay, giving it to the cutting Raven Cortez on the left side.
Raven Cortez has that very long reach which allows him to get decent shot opportunities. That time, however, late on the closeout against this, I believe that was Texon who hit the 3-pointer, the first 3-ball of the game for Our Lady of Fatima.
53 seconds remaining here in the first. Cortez launches a 3, no good. Goliana saving it to Templon Nuevo. Our Lady of Fatima now on offense. 41 seconds remaining in the first. Charles De La Cruz against Ethan Alian. De La Cruz losing the handle. Cortez now starting the break for De La Salle University. Cortez using the left hand, no good. And the joust inside will go in favor of the DLSU Green Archers. Edward Labayan checking back in for Coach Ralph Rivera, replacing Charles De La Cruz with 27.1 seconds remaining here in the first. 15-10 is our score in favor of the DLSU Green Archers. Both teams are now in the penalty. Jake Gaspay cutting in the middle, quick play, but he will be fouled and he will earn a trip for 2 in that play.
And Coach Chris, ever since Torre went out for Our Lady of Fatima, you've seen DLSU make an exerted effort to get the ball in the paint for easier scoring opportunities. We've seen Raven Cortez get a few easy baskets now, and that time a good cut by Jake Gaspay to get a charity stripe.
And let's see, no, the keys to winning. Sabi ko dito, DLSU, you must take away the fight early by utilizing the deep talent chess. And they've been doing that, no? They've been trying to do that. They have a 6-point lead now. And with 20 seconds remaining in the first, take away the fight early. Take away the crowd. Gomez. 12 seconds remaining. Edward Labayan calls for a clear out for Fatima. Templong Nuevo providing the shield. Texon, three-pointer, his second of the game to make it 16-13. And DLSU will run out of time. And at the end of the first quarter, it's only a 3-point lead for the LaSalle Green Archers. 16-13. Magbabalik po kami for the second quarter. And as we start the second quarter, we now call on our courtside reporter Daphne Lozano for the courtside update.
According to assistant coach Christian Coronel of the Our Lady of Fatima University Phoenix, in order to claim their chance of being in the finals, the boys must prioritize sticking into their system like they always do. He also added that the team should double their efforts in boxing out, knowing that their opponent has a height advantage than them. Even so, the Phoenix are ready to soar high in this match. Let's see if they will be able to dodge the Archers' arrows. Back to you, Chris and Naveen.
Thank you very much, Daphne Lozano, giving us an update from the DLSU Green Archers, who have the lead now, 3 points, 16-13 as we start the second quarter of hostilities here in the semifinals of the PINOYLIGA Collegiate Cup Season 3. Batiin muna natin, Naveen, yung mga partners natin dito sa PINOYLIGA Cup: Kickstart Coffee, Smart Sports, Eastern Communications, Amelie Hotel, Manila Happy Cow Chocolate Chip Cookies, and Box, and ENDERUN Colleges, our official partner venue of the Pinoy Liga Cup. Second quarter of action begins with Phoenix having possession. Kevin Loyola against Jake Gaspay. Texon
Stepped out of bounds that time. And to end the first quarter, Coach Chris, the Phoenix hit 2 3-pointers that really trimmed into this DLSU lead. And we've seen this from them before. They can get cold from downtown for stretches, but then they can also get really hot out of nowhere, allowing them to go on huge runs. So DLSU has to be careful.
Back-to-back turnovers for both teams. Balik sa Fatima ang bola. 14 seconds for them to operate. Edward Labayan against Cortez. Texon, who has 6 points now, hands it off inside to Rodman Templon Nuevo for the hook and the arm. He would have a chance to complete an end-one play.
And one of the rules of basketball today, Coach Chris, if you can get 2 defenders on the ball, meaning one person attacking, that could lead to opportunities. Now let's take this break in action, shall we say, to look at some of my pointers in this game. I feel like Our Lady of Fatima University should ride the energy of the crowd, as we've already mentioned before. And also, I feel like OLFU must force DLSU into turnovers and making mistakes for easy transition opportunities.
And on cue, Our Lady of Fatima Phoenix has been riding on the energy that is being given by their supporters as Jake Gaspay tries to silence those supporters with that basket to make it 18-15 with 8 minutes 55 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Gomez, 10 seconds to operate, uses the left hand. Short, Golyena pushing the pace now. and he will go all the way.
Good attack that time by EJ Goliana. He is athletic, he is quick, and if you get him out there in the open court, he could do damage for his team.
Kevin Loyola gives it back to Edward Labayan, who rides the shield. Loyola, 3-point shot, in and out. Pablo collars the rebound. Pablo now starts a break. Operates inside and he gets the deuce as OLFU misses the presence of Mamadou Tsure inside. That's Charles Texon on the other hand. Quick basket on the transition. No one there for DLSU to
Good
defend it.
response that time by Texon, getting down and scoring right away. Now, on that last possession, we saw the versatility of Luis Pablo. Rebounded the ball, took it down the length of the court, and attacked.
And don't look now, Our Lady of Fatima Phoenix knocking on the door constantly of the LaSalle Green Archers. That basket and the harm from Danzel Gomez. He's on the free throw line trying to complete an N1 play.
Now benchmark this moment, Coach Chris. 7:43 left in the second quarter. Torre comes back in for the Phoenix. They are only down by 2 points. For this team to be able to keep the lead at bay out of De La Salle University, despite their big man sitting down, that is a win if you're the coaching staff right now.
And on cue, Bright Juanco checks back in for De La Salle to match up with Mamadou Ture inside. Ian Baclaan gives it now to Luis Pablo. Pablo inside, no go. Our Lady of Fatima now running. Edward Labayan sidesteps and gets that 15-foot jumper to tie this ball game up to 22 all.
Great decision making by Labayan. Instead of going all the way to the rim, pulling up where it was open in the mid-range and trusted his jump shot. On the other end, however, great activity out of Kian Baclaan, never afraid to tangle with the Giants in the paint, utilizing his speed to get to the rim and now to the free throw line. He missed 3 straight free throws earlier. Let's see how he does this time.
I hope we don't jinx him. Ian Baclaan getting the offensive rebound en route to that follow-up attempt.
While we have a break here, Coach, just want to look at some of the pointers for De La Salle University. DLSU must control the glass. So far, not a good job of doing that. A few offensive rebounds already for the Phoenix. And the Archers, I feel, need to contest hard out on OLFU. Don't let them get those 3-point looks. Let them drive to the rim and use your height advantage to stifle them with their layups and their dunk attempts.
Good insights there. Bola ngayon nasa kamay ng DLSU Green Archers. Pablo providing the shield to Kian Baclaan. Baclaan against Labayan. Kicks it out. Extra pass to Juanco. Cortez, 3-point shot short. And possession now will be regained by Our Lady of Fatima Phoenix with 6 minutes 45 seconds remaining.
So after making his first 3-pointer from the corner earlier off a Baclaan pass, Cortez has now missed these last 2 3 balls. Let's see if he starts maybe attacking the rim more here.
Edward Labayan against Boris Marasigan. Ture provides the shield. Texon zigzagging and Juanco was there, but Labayan recovers it for Our Lady of Fatima. Quick pass inside. Tiamson makes them pay.
So I mentioned in my pointers, Coach Chris, that DLSU must run, close out hard, and Our Lady of Fatima make them attack. Good job that time by Pablo closing hard. Noanco blocks the shot. However, DLSU, like I said, must control the glass. They did not at that possession. Our Lady of Fatima gets a second chance scoring opportunity. However, Marasigan does answer back quickly.
Laging may panagot sa arsenal ng DLSU as Marasigan was there. And Ace Tiamson, sabi niya, sasagot at sasagot din ako for straight points for Ace Tiamson of Our Lady of Fatima. Pablo operating against Ture inside. And Juanco, he will be fouled there by Andre Romero. Wala na nagawa doon si Andre Romero. There was a huge mismatch inside.
Exactly, and in that last possession for the Phoenix, great job breaking the DLSU press, pushing the ball forward, attacking, not stopping, and getting the 2 points.
14 seconds to operate. Pablo zigzagging. And he will get the deuce inside.
And again, the versatility there of Luis Pablo. He's a big man, but he's very lean and agile, attacking from the perimeter, then using the strength, the stiff arm, to get open for the basket in the paint.
Ender Tlabayen masyadong nagmadali on that offensive sequence. Juanco inside for De La Salle, no good. And he will fish that foul from Mamadou Tsure.
It's a great job, of course, by Bright Nuanco staying aggressive on the boards for the second chance opportunity, which leads to the foul. However, that all started with the attack, once again, of Kian Baclan, who got to the paint, drew the defense of Ture out, and that allowed Nuanco an easy rebounding opportunity. And by the way, that's now the third foul on Ture of the Phoenix, which we saw Our Lady of Fatima play well without him earlier. But now that's going to be a factor to consider the rest of the game.
Lucky break here for De La Salle University as Mamadou Ture committed his third personal foul with only 5 minutes and change here in the second quarter as Bright Nuanco cashes in on that free throw attempt. Make it 29-26. Juanco, second free throw, rattles out. 3-point lead for DLSU, 29-26. Templo Nuevo kicks it out. Romero cashes in from way beyond. Again, to tie this ball game.
And that 3-point shot could be the great equalizer. Sometimes that's all you need to counter length, to counter the penetration, the physicality of the opposing team.
Ian Baclan, on the other hand, answering back for DLSU.
And you can see where the issue is going to lie for the Phoenix without Ture in the game. Just easy penetration opportunities for DLSU and not much deterrence at the rim without Ture in the contest.
Good defense on the other hand by Boris Marasigan, forcing that turnover against Charles de la Cruz. 4 minutes, 15 seconds remaining.
And Coach Chris, one of the aspects of the basketball game that many fans believe is that rim protection is only limited to shot blockers or big men who keep you away from getting easy scoring opportunities, as we see a turnover here from DLSU. However, rim protection actually starts in the perimeter. Your guards and wings have to prevent the opposing team from attacking the lane and forcing help defense, which would lead to open scoring opportunities. So Our Lady of Fatima right now, their guards, their wing players out there in the perimeter must avoid easy attacks from the DLSU main guys.
Pressure defense mounting here for DLSU as our officials will review the play. Both teams now the penalty. As I've said earlier, Our Lady of Fatima must play the so-called perfect game, just like what Villanova did to Georgetown in 1985. Sank those shots, kept the game close, and they're keeping it close right now, 31-29. Really a feel of a play of basketball here. And we see here the Our Lady of Fatima faithful. We thank them for trooping here in Taguig. Malayo pa pinanggalingan niya na Vin, from Valenzuela all the way to Taguig.
You have to give props to this community. I believe the school president is here as well. I believe that the general manager of the team is here as well. So full out support, and you can feel it from this crowd. They're just waiting for like a 9-0 and 8-0 run to really explode and put the pressure on LaSalle University. Now, DLSU is a team that's not foreign to pressure. They know a lot of these guys, Baclaan, Cortez, Golienak, also Bright Noangco even. A lot of these guys, the other Cortez as well in the NCAA, they have played high-pressure games. So I feel like we might be on the way to having one of those late in this contest, assuming both teams keep playing at this level.
And aside from facing each other sa kanila ng mga collegiate leagues, no? Kanina doon sa pre-game nakita ko yung mga players. Mga magkakampi at magkalaban to sa Ligang Labas eh. And that's what Ligang Labas also can give here to our players, giving them familiarity playing against each other. And as Our Lady of Fatima now in the penalty, Goliana will troop the line for 2 free throws as he was fouled in last play.
Yes, these last few possessions have been detrimental for Our Lady of Fatima, particularly because they have fouled consecutively. Just moments ago, it seemed like both teams had the same amount of team fouls, but now the Phoenix in the penalty, and that means you have to dial down the aggression with rebounding, with pressure defense, with hustle plays, because a team foul could give DLSU easy points, and now LaSalle is up again by 4.
Our Lady of Fatima again pushing up the tempo. Edward Labayan gives it to Romero. Romero thinking 3. Try to push up, and Labayan was there, cutting inside.
And right away, partner Kian Baclaan looks at the DLSU bench, puts his hand up, and acknowledges his mistake because he fell asleep on the back cut that time that led to the easy 2 point.
Oliver Bunyo has seen enough. 33-31 is our score. DLSU is on the lead with 3 minutes, 21 seconds remaining in the second quarter. We'll be back.
Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power. To do it all. Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more. With Smart Power All-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
And let's see the previous game of Our Lady of Fatima Phoenix during the quarterfinals. They beat Adamson Soaring Falcons 77-58. Kevin Loyola and Andre Romero joining hands, spearheading the attack of the Phoenix. Andre Romero scoring 16 points, Kevin Loyola adding 11 points. And they force Adamson to 15-7 in the steals department, and shot 7 out of 14 for the 3-point line.
Exactly, a very efficient game that time for OLFU. 28 out of 48 from the field overall, 7 out of 14 from deep. They didn't need to take a lot of 3-point shots. They had easy scoring opportunities near the rim, and really they dominated Adamson, a UAAP team. 2 straight mistakes now for Kian Baclaan before the timeout, allowing the back cut, and that time just an ill-advised pass leading to the turnover. Of course, when you are a point guard, it won't always be a perfect game. You will have mistakes sometimes. The question is, can you make up for those errors?
And let's now listen to the report of our courtside reporter. And we have a timeout for Our Lady of Fatima Phoenix. 33-31, 2 minutes 55 seconds remaining. Magbabalik po kami. And let's talk about the quarterfinal matchup between the ELSU and the Coledes and One Letran Knights. DLSU prevailed 95 to 67. DLSU stomping his class against Letran with a 31 to 14 first quarter. Jacob Cortez leading them 13 points, with Luis Pablo adding 12 points, 8 rebounds, and 1 assist.
Yes, another dominant win this time by DLSU. And once again, look at the field goal shooting partner. 41 out of 67. Huge reason why, Jacob Cortez, 13 points, 6 out of 11 from the field. First quarter pa lang, it was a dominant effort by DLSU, scoring 31 points. This time, they have 33 points with 2 minutes, 55 seconds left in the first half. So Our Lady of Fatima doing a much better job than Letran did the last time they faced the Green Archers.
Our Lady of Fatima showing up today as if really there will be no tomorrow, and there's no tomorrow because this is a knockout game. A ticket to the finals is at stake. 2 minutes 48 seconds remaining in the second. Labayen, 2 minute steps, good defense by Santi Romero that time.
And you know, when you get to this level, the semifinals or the finals, it becomes a possession game. How many teams can secure the most possessions for most chances to score? And when you have unforced errors like that, a turnover because you moved your pivot foot, well, that could be some of the mistakes that come back to haunt you.
Pablo. Baclan inside. 10 seconds to shoot. And Templo Nuevo will be forced to foul Kian Baclan, who's driving baseline.
Our Lady of Fatima's coaching staff very unhappy with that last call. And it goes back to what I said, Coach Chris, the fact that the Phoenix were in the penalty early. Now, even those little moves that they make on defense that seem so regular, if the ref calls out a foul, that's free throws immediately for DLSU, which means easy scoring opportunities. And I believe the head coach of the Phoenix about to get a warning, Coach Ralph Rivera.
Coach Christian Coronel,
Or
rather.
Coach Christian, yes.
Coach Christian Coronel has been assessed a warning for continuous complaining. Kian Baclan makes it 2 out of 2 to make it 35 to 31, a 4-point lead for DLSU. 2 minutes, 15 seconds remaining in the second.
Also worth noting here, the big man of OLFU, Torre, with 3 fouls already. So I doubt we will see him the rest of the way here in the first half. Furthermore, you imagine he might not be as aggressive on the defensive side of the ball to protect himself from fouling out in the second half.
Labayen gives it to Tiamson. Rims out from way beyond. Ian Baclan pushing the pace, zigzagging. No go in that try, and possession will stay at the hands of the DLSU Green Archers.
Good take once again that time by Kian Baclan, using that speed to get to the rim. Just could not finish the basket.
Coach Oliver Bunyo again burning their second timeout in the first half with 1 minute 52 seconds remaining. 35 to 31 is our score. DLSU up against Our Lady of Fatima Phoenix. We'll be right back. And let's take a look at the top performers for each team, with Mama Duture leading Our Lady of Fatima with 13 points per game, 6.2 rebounds per game, 1.5 blocks per game. And for DLSU, it's Kevin Kiambao, who's not playing for today. 16.5 points per game, 3.5 assists per game, and 6.2 rebounds per game. Ito si Kevin Kiambao talagang on the another level na yung yung play niya.
Yes, he is a pro player in the college game, if I can say. He's that good, and he will be very good for a very long time, assuming good health, which of course all of us in this country hope for, because the potential of Kevin Kimbao goes beyond just college basketball, goes beyond just pro basketball. It can go all the way to the international level.
Igel Goliena doing his things inside to make it a 6-point lead for LaSalle University. 37 to 31, 1 minute, 14 seconds remaining in the second.
So if anyone has watched the Mind the Game podcast with JJ Redick and LeBron James, what LeBron always says is the key to winning playoff games, which is what today is, are the final 2 minutes of each quarter. And so far here in the second period, we're seeing DLSU really close out this first half strong, doing what championship caliber teams do. They have the ball back here with 54.5 seconds left. They're already up by 6. Another basket here could be a huge game changer entering the halftime break.
Boris Marasigan checking back in again for EJ Goliena. Coach Oliver Bunyo leaving those turns unturned here. 51 seconds remaining. Cortez gives it to Baclaan. Calls for a clear route. Pablo providing the shield. Baclaan penetrating. And he will lose the handle, but referees will call it LaSalle ball.
Interestingly, Coach Chris, in a lot of these Kian Baclaan pick and rolls, Our Lady of Fatima has decided not to blitz him or double him. That time, knockout play, Raven Cortez with the EC2. Great pass again by Kian Baclaan. And Our Lady of Fatima badly needs a basket here at the end of the first half because DLSU is on a roll, and once again, a turnover.
Baclaan off the steal, gives it to Pablo inside. Nearly loses it. 15 seconds remaining. DLSU will opt for the last shot. Pablo operates underneath with 2 defenders on him. 4 seconds remaining. Fatima. Kevin Loyola has time. He lines up for a 3. In and out. And that would be it for first half action. 10 puntos na kalamangan ang babaunin ng DLSU Green Archers papunta sa halftime break. 41 to 31 against Our Lady Fatima Phoenix. Magbabalik po kami after this break, and our courtside reporter will have a update for the DLSU Green Archers. Daphne?
I had a chance to talk to head coach Oliver Bunye of the De La Salle Green Archers on what will be the team's greatest challenge for this match, and he said to handle the pressure, knowing that the OLFU Phoenix is a non-UAAP team and a very determined team. They should not let their guard down. He also added that even if they do not have their full lineup, they have to perform 3 things: defend, control their rebounds, and then run. Back to you, Chris and Naveen.
Thank you very much, Daphne, at magbabalik po kami matapos ang halftime break.
By the Blazers, Don Lim. Getting blocked by Don Lim. Solid defense by Don Lim.
Let's begin. So now, as you can see, our sales have increased and we've been receiving positive feedbacks from our clients. Get this quarter, we need to improve.
What's happening? Invite nyo ulit. Siya yata yung na-disconnect. Sige po. Ay nako, who's eating up the bandwidth?
Oh wow! Sounds like this business needs a stronger connection. In this case, this business needs Eastern IDS. a dedicated business-grade internet that lets you own your bandwidth. And that's where Eastern Communications comes in. Think of us as your trusted partners in connectivity and ICT solutions. We're here to identify your business's needs and offer you the best solutions tailor-fit just for you. So we can be by your side to set you up for a stronger tomorrow.
Hey, can you organize these files for me? I need these by the end of the day, please.
Okay.
Great.
Storage too low? Well, it might be time to upgrade your business's cloud storage. After all, you can't run your company on low storage. Build your business with convenience and security. Build with Eastern Cloud.
Bro, good evening. I would like to request the file na pina-approve ko kagabi.
Name?
Bro, I'm Mark.
Uy, Mark!
Pare! I'm Mark.
Go ahead!
Good evening. Gonna get the file na pina-approve ko kahapon.
Name?
Mark.
Hindi ikaw ang pare ko.
Ako
Hindi
to,
ikaw
si Mark.
Hindi ikaw si Mark.
Bro, ako to si
Pare.
Mark. Bro, ako si Mark.
Hindi nga ikaw si Mark.
Ako si Mark.
Ka, hindi ikaw si Mark. Salamat, pare.
Bro, ako to si Mark.
Kababata ako yun, hindi ikaw yun. Tatawag ako ng guard.
Go ahead. Tumawag ka ng guard. Ako nga si Mark.
Guard!
Keep your company's files and personal data safe from potential cyber attacks. Take the extra measure to protect your business from outside threats with Eastern Communications Cyber Defense Suite.
Nasaan na yung files?
They're all in the cloud, sir.
Good job!
And by staying connected and protected with Eastern
Half with DLSU leading by 10 against Our Lady of Fatima Phoenix 41-31. And may kasama ang ating courtside reporter na si Daphne Lozano for the halftime interview. Daphne.
Thank you, Chris. Now, for our halftime interview, beside me is the assistant coach of the DLSU Green Archers, Assistant Coach Gian Nazario. Ayan, good morning po, sir. The LaSalle has been undefeated po all season long with a standing of 9-0, counting from the last game niyo po with Letran. So, ano po yung edge ng boys in this league that makes them the lead contender po in this tournament?
Well, I think they don't put the standing on their heads. No, hindi nila. It doesn't matter what the standing is. Doesn't matter. It's just our approach heading into today's game is yung in the practices. Our practices, they've been hard. They've been solid. So hindi nila iniisip yung standing is not really a factor for everyone. So what's important lang is we continue growing and take advantage of the opportunity that's being given to us.
Thank you so much, sir. And also, it is the first time of the DLSU na makatapat po ang OLFU. And the boys from the other team has been playing well as well. So based on the first half po, what are the necessary adjustments that the team has to make in order to widen the gap?
Well, we just have to remind them to respect OLFU. No? they've been playing good basketball. There's a reason why they're here in the semis. And into the second half, siguro just be more disciplined on our defense. Where there were some lapses. So hopefully na ma-address namin yan come the second half.
And now I'm giving you the opportunity, sir, to greet and thank anyone that you'd like po.
I'd just like to thank our managers, our supporters in DLSU, and our alumni who've been here watching the games in PINOYLIGA.
Thank you so much, sir. And that is all for our halftime interview. Back to you, Chris and Naveen.
Thank you very much, Daphne Lozano, together with our assistant coach of the LaSalle University, Ian Nazario. And let's go by the numbers here at the half.
Welcome back to our viewers. Of course, this is the PINOYLIGA semifinals, DLSU versus Our Lady of Fatima University. And so far, great field goal shooting for DLSU, Coach Chris. 15 out of 30 from the field. And that's despite going just 1 out of 5 from long range. They've also made it to the free throw line 15 times, converting on 10 occasions. And if you're Our Lady of Fatima, the shooting just not there. 3 out of 13 from downtown. That's where their strength is. Especially now with their big man Torre in foul trouble, they will need to rely on that long-range bomb much better if they want a fighting chance against the defending UAP champion. Now, this isn't exactly the roster that LaSalle had to win the UAP last season, but it is mainly the players they will have from next season onwards. So a great test here for Our Lady of Fatima to see where their program is.
And speaking of Our Lady of Fatima, one of their best players, Gab Gotera, has not yet seen action for this game. As we see here, both teams gearing up for the second half. Let's see what adjustments both camps will have to make as we enter the second half of play. DLSU having that 10-point lead, 41-31. And the free throw shooting has been a factor here, with the DLSU having 15 attempts, making 10 freebies from those 15 attempts, while only 4 for Our Lady of Fatima.
Well, Coach Chris, I should also say, again, no Torre to start the second half. We know why. He has 3 fouls. But it was in the minutes to end the second period where he wasn't on the floor where DLSU really took advantage. I like that Kobe Davis is in this game. I feel like Our Lady of Fatima could use him more because they need to force DLSU into more miscues for easy scoring opportunities. And Kobe is a great hustle player.
Isa rin yan sa mga manlalaro na nananahimik ngayon para sa Our Lady of Fatima, si Kobe Davis, as Juanco misses 2 point-blank shots. Templo Nuevo, 3-point shot, it's good.
And that's how quickly things can change in basketball. Right, Juanco has what looks like an easy layup, blows it. Other end 3-pointer for the Phoenix. Instead of a 12-point lead, it's now a 7-point game.
Jacob Cortez against Labayan. Step back 3, no good. Wala pa rin for Jacob Cortez after that first 3-point shot during the first quarter.
So far this quarter, 2 contested 3-point looks for DLSU. Not a great start, especially considering that Our Lady of Fatima does not have their big man on the court right now.
Boris Marasigan was free, cutting in the middle. Nice find there by Jacob Cortez. Make it 43-34. 8 minutes, 50 seconds remaining in the third.
And that time, Marasigan doing what DLSU should be doing, attacking the paint. There is no big man to protect the ring. Fast break opportunity, easy 2-point.
Full court pressure defense being lined up here by DLSU. Texon gives it to Labayan against Kian Baclan. Golyena almost having it. Romero. Corner 3. Yes!
Three-pointers for the Phoenix in the first half. So far here early in the third quarter, a minute and a half in. Already 2 bombs from long range. And like we've mentioned, they can get hot from outside real quickly.
Nice cut by Jacob Cortez at the baseline. Good find by Elijah Goliena, but there was a foul against Edward Labayen.
Should mention Jacob Cortez wearing some very interesting kicks right now. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that might be the Kai 1 Playoffs Pack Home Edition. Jacob, of course, a athlete for Anta. And Kyrie Irving in the finals right now. Not a good game one, I have to say.
Yeah.
That was a obliteration by Boston against Dallas in game one. But I think Dallas might win game two. I think Dallas is going to come back, steal home court. I am still expecting a long series. And in the PBA naman yesterday, great win by San Miguel.
Yes, even things up.
Exactly. I'm really enjoying the PBA finals. And we have some of the future faces of the PBA quite possibly in this game today.
Jacob Cortez 2 out of 2 on that trip to the line to make it an 8-point lead for De La Salle, 45-37. Meanwhile, for Fatima Romero, creating Kobe Davis, providing the shield. Gives it to Charles Sexton. Floater, no go. Goliena, forward pass to Baclan. Cortez will finish.
And all that speed, Goliena, Baclaan, Cortez, that's what it can lead to. Easy scoring opportunities. OLFU, the lead back now up to 10. Mistakes against LaSalle, you make one, you make two, suddenly you could be looking at a huge deficit.
Andre Romero continues to fight back for Our Lady of Fatima. His 5th point here in the third quarter after draining that three-pointer a while ago. Luis Pablo, meanwhile, here for De La Salle. Baclan, thinking three. Cortez lines it up. And it's good.
Once again, it's a Baclaan-Cortez connection. What we're going to see in the upcoming seasons for De La Salle University. And LaSalle now has its largest lead of the game at 11.
Romero. Nowhere to go. Gives it back to Kobe Davis. Give and go. Romero to Templo Nuevo.
Our Lady of Fatima has actually done a solid job scoring this quarter. They've already scored 10 points in less than half a quarter. However, it's on this end. They just can't seem to get stops as Cortez and Baclaan really starting to take over here.
Speaking of taking it over, Jacob Cortez with that spin move inside to make it again an 11-point lead. 52-41 with 6 minutes 24 seconds remaining. Templo Nuevo against Pablo. He loses the handle, but he will be fouled on that spin move. Ethan Alian getting ready to check back in for De La Salle. Meanwhile, for Our Lady of Fatima, Charles De La Cruz checks back in for Coach Ralph Rivera.
Great energy so far here in the third quarter. Not a lot of fouls, a lot of back and forth. Both teams kind of in a rhythm right now offensively. It's just a matter of who can get consecutive stops, because DLSU could blow this game wide open if they force 3 or 4 straight stops out of OLFU. And on the other side, if OLFU could just manage to keep DLSU out of the paint until Torrey comes back and give themselves a puncher's chance here, there could be an upset.
And Pablo smoothly cashes in on that layup inside to make it a 13-point lead, 41-54, and steal by DLSU. Pablo hammered by Charles De La Cruz on the way to the basket.
Parang buffet na yun yung interior defense ng OLFU para sa LaSalle, Coach Chris. It's an eat all you can. Exactly. Just no Torre, no presence right now. And right on cue, Torre coming back into the contest. He has 3 fouls already, so only 2 fouls left before he gets disqualified from this game. I imagine he will play the rest of the way.
Baga, hindi ka naman pwede maglaro na bukas eh.
Yes.
Like we see here in the playoff bracket, no? DLSU got its spot by beating the Colegio de San Juan de Letran, and Our Lady of Fatima Phoenix beating Adamson Soaring Falcons. Mamaya pag-usapan naman natin Enderun Colleges Titans, no, dahil sa pag-atras ng UP dahil sa academic reasons, sila na yung naging seeded to the semifinals, which we will see later against the NU Bulldogs.
Exactly. ENDERUN gonna play in their home court, so technically they have home court advantage here today. Let's see how they do. Of course, it's sad that UP had to bow out, but you understand the reasons. It's academically related. The student comes before the athlete and student athlete, and now this is a great chance for ENDERUN. If they can secure a win today and make the finals of this tournament and win in their home court, by the way, what a moment that would be for a program like ENDERUN, and what a moment this is also for a program like the OLFU Phoenix, making it to the semifinals, facing the UAAP defending champions. That just goes to show what an opportunity the Pinoy Liga can provide to many colleges, many universities, many programs, and how competition drives the entertainment value.
Dito mo lang makikita yan, Avin. Sa semifinals cast, 2 UAAP schools going up against 2 na ASCU schools. And yun nga, no, yun nakakadraw ng crowd natin. Yung bang tipo mga tanong na ano kaya, paano kaya?
Yes, exactly.
Meanwhile, DLSU back in possession.
And just to add to that, Coach Chris, you can see what it means to their community. I mean, people woke up very early today to come from Valenzuela to watch OLFU face LaSalle. And what a moment for that program. They should cherish this. And if they can make this competitive here in the second half, even better.
56-42 is our score. Kevin Loyola gives it to Tsure. Edward Labale driving. And he was smothered inside by Jacob Cortez going on that floater.
And Jacob Cortez looks a whole lot more explosive. Looks like he's a little bigger too in terms of the muscles that he's developed in his body. Jumps higher, and that has to be a result from the training with Mix Aitona and Jello Vito, DLSU strength and conditioning coaches.
Kobe Davis, meanwhile, goes upstairs to Mama Duture, and right on cue, Mama Duture doing the damage inside with a two-man game with Kobe Davis.
So when Mama Duture exited the game earlier because of foul trouble, I believe the DLSU lead was at 4 or 3, somewhere there. He checked back into this contest, DLSU up by 50. This goes to show how important he has been to this OLFU Phoenix team.
He's the anchor, both on the defense and offensive side, but he misses that bonus free throw. But Andre Romero was there to pick the pocket of Cortez on the other side. 12-point lead now for DLSU.
If you're OLFU here, gotta get the ball back to the big man. Instead, they turn it over. And right away, Torre telling his teammate, get me the ball. He had just scored the basket, made an end one. Keep the momentum going. Keep feeding the big man until DLSU can stop him, especially because now Bright Nwanko is back in the court.
Bright Nwanko being checked back in by Coach Oliver Bunye. Ethan Alian gives it to Cortez from way beyond.
Ang ganda ng shooting form ni Jacob Cortez, Coach Chris. You can just see the way his wrist flips perfectly on that release, giving great rhythm and ball movement as that ball travels to the air for the three-pointer.
Swabing-swabe yung spin.
Yes, exactly. Yung spin, that's what I was looking for, exactly.
Alian tries his hand from way beyond. No good. Wangko, offensive rebound. Goliena sidesteps, and he will be stripped by Kevin Loyola. Edward Labaya now challenges Pablo, gives it to Kobe Davis for that floater.
And I really like this combination of Davis and Torre on the floor for the Phoenix. I feel like their energy and their length and defensive presence could be massive for the team. However, this is an uphill climb, especially because it looks like DLSU has built quite a rhythm on the offensive end of things.
DLSU now holding a 13-point lead against this greedy Our Lady of Fatima University Phoenix with 3 minutes 47 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Cortez finding the hard show of Fatima. Gives it to Pablo. Cortez now lines it up again for 3. No goal at that side. Ture colors the rebound for Fatima. Salazar now checks in for Fatima. Kevin Loyola strikes it from way beyond.
Loyola was the guy who hit the big shots against Perpetual Help in that comeback by OLFU in the elimination round. So watch out for him. He could heat up very quickly, and if he does, that could get OLFU back in this game.
Goliena misses on that jumper from the baseline. And Cortez picks the pocket of Labayan, gives it to Ethan Alian for the easy two.
Beautiful sequence that time by Jacob Cortez, reading the play, develop, getting the steal, and then doing so again. And another great pass.
4 straight points for DLSU off 2 steals from Jacob Cortez, 2 assists for Jacob Cortez.
Phenomenal sequence by Jacob Cortez. 2 steals in the backcourt, and then drawing the defense enough to dish it to a teammate for easy scoring opportunities. And just when OLFU seemed like they built a rhythm, the crowd was getting loud after that Loyola three-pointer. Just like that, they have been silenced, and now DLSU has the chance to get their biggest lead of the game, which they do at 64-48. And also, OLFU now in the penalty the rest of this quarter.
Kita mo yung impact na
Yes.
Jacob Cortez when we was checking out punta sa bench. Kita ko yung tingin sa mata ng mga spectators ng mga taga-OLFU, yung tingin niya eh. Sabi, yun talaga yung damage na na-create ni Jacob Cortez. As we go back into action, Kobe Davis trying his hand from way beyond. Alian secures the rebound for DLSU. Just 2.5 minutes remaining here in the third.
Just a quick note, Coach Chris, about Jacob. For the longest time, people always considered him as the son of Mike Cortez, as Baklaan adds to the highlight reel for DLSU. But nowadays, you don't really even hear people say, anak ni Mike Cortez yan. You just hear people say, that's Jacob Cortez.
He's the one and only Jacob Cortez.
He was a King Lion, he was an NCAA champion, and now he has the chance to become a King Archer because of his own skills, not because of what his dad did. And if you're a LaSalle fan, the excitement level has to be at an all-time high because of the way he is playing.
Jacob Cortez making a name for his own as he begins his journey here at DLSU. Kobe Davis was fouled on the other end, missing the free throw on that first attempt. Malaki-laki itong hinahabol ng Our Lady of Fatima Phoenix. 18 na po ang kalamangan. Napikit lang tayo, nagkwentuhan lang tayo ng konti. Biglang lumabas sa 18 points and 0 out of 2. Kobe Davis on that free throw trip. Alian kicks it out, no go. Dancel Gomez protecting the board for OLFU. Kicks it out to Kobe Davis with that mid-range jumper.
And again, another good possession for Kobe Davis.
Boris Marasigan and Kevin Loyola. Nice escape there with the reverse layup for Boris Marasigan. Make it again an 18-point lead for the DLSU Green Archers with 1 minute 26 seconds remaining in the third. Gomez, 3-point shot. Too strong. Alian skying high for the rebound. Forward pass. Boris Marasigan against Kevin Loyola. Step, no goal. Boris Marasigan making it a 20-point game, and we have a timeout by Our Lady of Fatima Phoenix. We'll be back.
Your PINOYLIGA Collegiate Cup Season 3 29.
And let's talk about the journey of the Our Lady of Fatima University Phoenix towards here the Final Four. They started with a 1-2 record and won their 5 of their last 5 games in the eliminations. They finished the eliminations with a record of 6 wins and 2 losses. The second seed twice to beat in their bracket, and they eliminated the Adamson Sorin Falcons in the quarterfinals, and their team chemistry is unfazed, and they're staring at the 20-point deficit right now against this well-stacked DLSU Green Archers.
Yes, you know, this is their version of what a UAAP finals would be for this college program. They're playing against a top-notch champion, I should say, from the UAP division. OLFU has the opportunity to show that they can compete with the best. So far, however, it has been domination by DLSU. And that continues. 7 straight points for Boris Marasigan. Every player now taking their turn, Coach Chris. Jacob Cortez had these moments, Kian Maclan has had these moments, Raven Cortez, Luis Pablo, and now Boris Marasigan. And on the other end, just not enough consistency for the Phoenix. You know, Torrey being in foul trouble, the 3-ball going in for stretches and then abandoning the Phoenix, and just the inability to force turnovers and get easy transition opportunities. Already 73 points with nearly just 30 minutes of playing time for LaSalle. What a great offensive explosion.
Great offensive explosion by De La Salle here in the third quarter, frustrating Our Lady of Fatima. Gomez going inside. John Salazar lights up for a 3, no goal. And again, Boris Marasigan, forward pass to Ethan Rod Alian for the easy 2. And that will do it for the third quarter. It's 75 to 52, a 23-point lead for De La Salle Green Archers against Our Lady of Fatima. Phoenix will be back to open the payoff period.
Here's a warm hello from Eastern Communications. We're here to present a refreshing point of view that when it comes to delivering business communication solutions, it's time to bring back the human connection because it's just as important as the technology. Eastern Communications is business made personal. It means getting intimate with our clients' needs so we can provide thoughtful solutions to help them achieve their goals. That's why we are madaling kausap, may malasakit. We are maalam at maaasahan. We are Eastern Communications.
Final Four action here at the PINOYLIGA Collegiate Cup Season 3. We're back here in the ENDERUN College's gym. Coach Chris King de la Cruz po kasama, College Insider, the one and only Navin Ganglani. Third quarter nagtapos, 23-point lead ang tangan-tangan ng DLSU Green Archers, 75 to 52. Navin, ano ba magandang ginawa ng DLSU to make this 23-point lead to start the fourth?
Well, you saw the big players step up. Baclaan, Cortez, Marasigan. First half si Cortez, Luis Pablo had these moments also. They kept getting easy scoring opportunities when Torre was in foul trouble to start the third quarter. LaSalle started attacking the paint more, getting easy layups. And napansin ko din, no, Coach Chris, LaSalle figured out that the main attack on offense of OLFU is that long-range bomb. But if you miss long-range three-pointers, what does that mean? Long rebounds. You can push the ball down and fast breaks right away, especially if the other team is missing. That's why you saw a lot of Green Archers positioning themselves for the easy fast break opportunities once they saw OLFU's three-point attempts go up, which led to consecutive fast break points and this giant lead.
On the part of Our Lady of Fatima Phoenix, this was competitive in the first half. Aside from Ture getting in the foul trouble, ano nangyari sa Our Lady of Fatima?
Well, the Ture foul trouble situation really messed up their rhythm. And then on the offensive end, they do rely a lot on the three-pointers. They've made it quite a few times, but also they've missed quite a few. And the turnovers, they've just not been able to protect the basketball against the Green Archers. Furthermore, if you can get stops, if the other team keeps scoring, and you keep having to take the ball out with the pressure defense of LaSalle, it's really going to put you in a bad predicament.
And Coach Oliver Bunye, relentless here, bringing Jacob Cortez back on the floor. Santi Romero also checking in while Mamadou Tsure continues his woes from the free throw line. Missing on that trip. Cortez against Tsure. Soft touch will go for Jacob Cortez.
Beautiful adjustment mid-air by Jacob Cortez, evading the shot-blocking Ture and having enough of a soft touch to get that ball to bounce in.
Siya rin nakakuha ng defensive rebound. Start the break. Ian Baclaan uses that right Nuanco. Hard show by Fatima, freeing Nuanco inside for that easy layup.
And that time you saw the Phoenix make an adjustment on defense, blitzing Baclaan on the pick and roll. However, that allowed Bright Nuanco an easy attack. As we might have heard Ken Baclaan just try to persuade his coaching staff to do a review in the most emphatic fashion. But yeah.
Siguro naman narinig din ng mga audience natin na nanonood dito sa coverage natin.
Kian Baclaan. Very funny guy. But yes, that blitz allowed Bright Nuanco an easy cut to the rim for the easy 2 points.
Alam mo, nakakwentuhan ko yan eh. Aminado siya, he was my student in grade 12. And sabi niya, Coach, ako yung hindi pumapasok. Umamin ka agad eh. Jacob Cortez now working his way, eluding Ture, sidestep, pass it to Bright Nuanco, misses on the point blank range as we prepare to see Jit Banwit checking in for LaSalle on the next dead ball situation. Ace Tiamson not giving up on the fight here. And Bright Nuanco taking too many steps.
You know it's a blowout when Bright Nuanco is going one-on-one coast to coast. Good effort by the big man though. DLSU coaching staff applauding Bright for the attempt there. His teammates receiving him well. As Banwait now comes into the game for the big man.
Hindi niya pwedeng gawin sa tight situations yun eh. Still a 23-point advantage being held by DLSU with 6 minutes, 52 seconds remaining. Charles Texan draining that jumper.
If you're OLFU here, a lot of your fans, a lot of your students, important people in your school have come all the way from Valenzuela to watch this game. No, it's not going according to how they would have wanted it to. However, there's still 6 minutes, 44 seconds here. The players must give their community something to cheer for the rest of the way, even if it doesn't result in a victory, which means playing hard the rest of the way.
Baclaan, no look pass, Pablo. Jet Banwit rejected by Mamadou Tsure. Inside, 6.5 minutes remaining here in the fourth period. Yun nga, no? Itong mga Our Lady of Fatima Phoenix faithful, galing pa sila ng Valenzuela. And really, no? They're supporting their team. And Pablo losing the handle. Gomez will finish it. No. Ture, second serving with a slammer. Jammer.
And a superb defensive effort that time by Santi Romero to get the stop. However, Ture doing a good job, not giving up on the play, being there for the offensive rebound, and getting the dunk.
Jacob Cortez getting over eager on the offensive end. Pushing off Edward Labayan. 19-point lead still being held at the hands of the LaSalle Green Archers at this point. 6 minutes and change remaining in the payoff period.
I do want to shout out Coach Chris while we have a break in action. My Navs Effect community, followers of my podcast, a few of them watching the stream right now on YouTube and Facebook. Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate it. Appreciate the kind words as well. Hope to see you all soon. Not naman kayo ng final sa Monday.
Oh, we will be having the PINOYLIGA Collegiate Cup Season 3 Finals on Monday at Aboranto Stadium as Ace Liamson gets that put back to go. Slice the lead of DLSU. Baclaan. Santi Romero driving. Sidestep move. Last second pass to Jit Banwit, who will be called for a 3-second violation.
So like we mentioned, Coach Chris, there's still 5 minutes here left in this game. A good chance for OLFU to give their community something to cheer about. And maybe put some pressure in LaSalle University a little bit here. Who knows, right?
Ba, mailapit lang man lang nila, no?
Exactly,
For
yes.
pride,
And
actually.
this is a team that has had come from behind victories in this tournament. Of course, they're facing a challenge in DLSU today that's, shall we say, a little more difficult than the other teams. However, that doesn't mean that they should just give up. And you like that the Phoenix continue to play hard in this contest.
I remember covering their game against UP. They really kept it close against a well-stocked UP lineup. Ture, second serving is good. Timely baskets for Ture. Maibaba lang nila sa 10 puntos to. Magbabago na yung complexion ng larong ito for Our Lady of Fatima.
Exactly. It's also 3 team fouls already on DLSU, which means if they could secure some fouls here out of the Green Archers, get them in penalty, maybe get some cheap fouls, go to the free throw line, cut into this lead. All they have to do is get this lead down to like 8 points with 3 minutes to go. If it's 15 now, and give themselves a chance. And we do know they can get hot from downtown very quickly.
Tatak yan ng Our Lady of Fatima Phoenix, especially now with the Mamadou Ture in the game. Ian Baclan, make it strong, kicks it out. Cortez, too strong on that try from way beyond. Romero would try his hand from 3, no good. Gomez hollers the rebound for Fatima. Labayan, no look pass. Wasting the opportunity there, turning ball over. Cortez, no go in that layup. Papulo tries to collect the rebound, but he will turn the ball over. EJ Goliana checking back in, replacing Santi Romero.
And the DLSU coaching staff going back to their strong 5 in this game. EJ Goliana in for Boris Marasigan. The only difference from the start of the unit. But LaSalle not taking any chances here. It is the semifinals after all.
Kumbaga sa larong kalye, ito na yung pandiinang lineup ng DLSU Green Archers. And right on cue, Ace Tiamson called for an offensive foul. Third personal foul of Ace Tiamson. Also the third team foul of the Our Lady of Fatima Phoenix with 4 minutes 6 seconds remaining. Baclan, Duanco providing the shield. Goes to his left. Mid-range jumper, no go. Duanco. Offensive rebound, Guliena. Rejected by Ture. 2-on-2 break. And Baclan, duty foul against Danzel Gomez.
And that's going to be the 4th team foul on De La Salle University. The referees have decided they're going to give a review. And let's just say the OLFU crowd here at ENDERUN College is not so happy with Kian Baclan after that last foul. But let's see, if this is a flagrant foul, if the refs deem it unnecessary contact, that could be an opening for OLFU to go on their last hurrah here.
Only a 15-point deficit that they are staring right now. OLFU, ito naman na DLSU Green Archers, yung kanilang road to the Final Four, they swept the Elims with an 8-0 record, the first seed, and they got a twice-to-peat record. They eliminated the Colegio de San Juan de Letraán Knights at the quarterfinals, and they have the KQ and KB connection with Kevin Cambao and Kian Baclan doing the damage for them. Solid performances from Jacob Cortez during the elimination, and they have the deep rotation with the inclusion of Lian Ramiro, who has not been playing here in this game for the semifinals.
Yes, Lian Ramiro's dad, however, is in attendance right now watching this game of De La Salle University, and Lian will be a huge piece for LaSalle as they look to go back-to-back in UAP Season 87.
Now, Mamadou Ture inside, and see the effect of Ture trimming this lead down to only 13 points, 79-66. With 3 minutes 19 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. Cortez against Gomez, dancing his way. Bank shot no good, but Guliena saves it for DLSU. 3 minutes and change remaining. Kian Baclaan would like to slice through the defense, but he will be fouled.
And my guess is this is going to be a review by the refs, which it looks like they're going to do. Baclaan still on the floor. Looks like he got hit in the face. But of course, we're hoping that he's okay. Still hasn't gotten up.
If that foul will be against Edward Labayan, that's bye-bye for him. He has already had 4 personal fouls.
Our medic now attending to Baclaan, who still hasn't moved since falling down. Again, hopefully he is okay. Looks like he took a shot in the mouth area, but of course, that's not confirmed. We will look at the replays.
And an unsportsmanlike foul is called against Edward Labayan. That's also his disqualifying foul. And he will be replaced by Charles De La Cruz. That's big for Our Lady of Fatima. Tough luck here.
So nice to see Baclaan get up and walk back to the DLSU bench, holding onto the side of his head and also his jaw. Hopefully he's okay. Of course, it's always anxious when you see a player take a shot in the head like that.
Yung puwersa, no? Nag-meet yung puwersa ng depensa saka opensa, resulted to that injury to Kian Baclaan as Boris Marasigan sinks his first free throw of that unsportsmanlike foul against Edward Labayan. 2 minutes 58 seconds remaining. 81-66 is our count. Cortez gives it to Pablo. Hands it over back to Cortez. Calls for a clear out. Nuangco will provide the shield for Jacob Cortez. Hits it out. Boris Marasigan for 3. No go. Nuangco, second serving is good.
Great positioning that time by Bright Nuangco. And that's an easy 2 points to lead back up to 17 here for DLSU.
2 minutes, 2.5 minutes and change here. Tiamson, naubusan na ng bala from way beyond.
And LaSalle here understandably will melt the clock. Up 17 with 2 minutes, 16 seconds to go.
Goliena, 3-point shot is good. And I think safe to say that might be the dagger to make it a 20-point lead with 2 minutes and change remaining here.
Indeed.
In the fourth quarter.
DLSU will go on to take to battle the winner of NU versus Enderun in a little while. And the game on Monday will determine the champion of the PINOYLIGA Collegiate Cup.
Ethan Alyan checking in. Kyle Perez and Rocco Zamora.
Jacob Cortez and EJ Goliana comes back to an ovation from the DLSU bench. Well-deserved. Both players played outstanding in today's contest.
DLSU impending win, eliminating Our Lady of Fatima Phoenix. Gab Gotera shaking in here late in the ball game. Gab Gotera had his moments in the eliminations.
Yes.
But I think it's not well during the stretches of the elimination, according to his dad, Coach Mario Gotera. But injured.
But partner, still a great run here for OLFU. Starting 1-2 in the tournament, making it all the way in the semis, getting a victory over Adamson in the quarterfinals round to set up this battle against DLSU. And what a commendable performance. If you're a part of this community, you must be proud. And we hope to see them again in future installments of this tournament.
They proved to be a tough nut to crack here at the PINOYLIGA Collegiate Cup Season 3. 1 minute and change remaining here. White Nuangco checking out. Together with Luis Pablo Jit Banwit checking back in for the last 60 seconds of this game. A one game for the DLSU Green Archers, who will march to the final round on Monday over at the Moranto Sports Complex. They will wait for the result of the Enderun NU matchup, the winner of which they will face on Monday for the finals of the PINOYLIGA Collegiate Cup Season 3. Nothing to be ashamed of. This Our Lady of Fatima University Phoenix, they kept it close.
Perhaps they are a Phoenix Rising partner.
Yes. And they will be one of the teams to beat come the ASCU season for this year, as they have proven their worth against NCAA and UAAP teams here at the PINOYLIGA Collegiate Cup, while DLSU Green Archers only waiting for this last 22.7 seconds remaining to set up the battle on Monday with the winner of the Enderun NU matchup. Gotera misses his first. Sabi ko nga, no, taas noong uuwi itong Our Lady of Fatima Phoenix. Hindi lang yung players, pati yung management na nandito, together with all the supporters that troop here, the Enderun College's gym in Taguig. They have proven their worth, they fought hard, but they will fall short against this well-stacked DLSU lineup. And the LaSalle Green Archers will march into the finals of the PINOYLIGA Cup Season 3 with an 86-71 win against the Our Lady of Fatima Phoenix. We will be back after the singing of the respective school hymns.
Great performance by DLSU, really taking over there in the second half, led by Jacob Cortez's consecutive defensive plays. And a great fight out of OLFU. This whole tournament, really.
we march united in search for what is true.
Guided by Our Lady of Fatima, obstacles we push aside.
Hardships we overcome.
But defeat can carry us only so much. And it will have to be our minds that will carry us to the far horizon.
Where earth can meet with the sky, and our spirits will reach for the star.
Your Xbox player of the game, finishing with 17 points, 3 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 blocks, 4 steals. From the LaSalle Green Archers, the cool coach himself, Jacob Cortez.
We have Jacob Cortez as our Ant Box player of the game. 17 points, 3 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 blocks, and 4 steals, leading this LaSalle Green Archer team to the finals of the PINOYLIGA Collegiate Cup Season 3. Sabi nga kanina ni Navino, Jacob Cortez making a name for himself here as he start his journey at the LaSalle University. Hindi lamang siya anak ni Mike Cortez, hindi lang siya yung nag-lead sa San Beda to a championship in the NCAA. He's the one and only Jacob Cortez, and he's one of the players to watch out for in the future for DLSU. Exciting times for DLSU, and he will now join Daphne Lozano on the sidelines. Jacob Cortez now with Daphne Lozano. Daphne.
Thank you so much, Chris. And I'm now beside the Ant Box player of the game, Jacob Cortez of the LaSalle University, with 17 points, 3 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 blocks, and 4 steals. An all-around performance from the Green Archer himself. Congratulations, Jacob, on finally getting the ticket for the finals. What do you think is the reason behind your win for today?
Hard work and teamwork, of course. My teammates played well. We all listened to our coaches, to the game plan, and we executed well.
Now that you finally booked your ticket, what can we expect from the Green Archers in this coming finals on Monday?
You could expect us to go more than 100%. We've been wanting to win this PINOYLIGA Cup. We've been wanting to win this PINOYLIGA Cup. And we're not going to take whoever our kalaban is for granted.
Yeah, amazing.
Very conyo, but now I'm giving you the opportunity to greet and thank anyone that you'd like.
First of all, I want to thank God, of course, for everything, for all the blessings. Thank you for our win today. Thank you for keeping us safe. I want to thank the DLSU community, of course, for watching and supporting, and my teammates, of course.
Finals, baby. Thank you.
And that is our Ant Box player of the game. Back to you, Chris.
Thank you very much, Daphne Lozano, together with our best player of the ball game, Jacob Cortez. LaSalle University booking its place to the finals of the PINOYLIGA Collegiate Cup Season 3 with an 86-71 game. At susunod na po ang pangalawa nating semifinal matchup between the home team, ENDERUN College Titans, against the NU Bulldogs. Para po kay Navin Ganlani, Coach Chris King de la Cruz, magbabalik po kami in a short while.